The V Experience: Health, Lifestyle, and Food. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the V Experience. If you're new here, my name is Veronica, but you can call me V or Ronnie, whichever you prefer. And if you're returning, I need you to turn on your notification bell. That way, when I drop a video, you are notified. And if you guys haven't, everyone is really liking my last video with my sisters. So if you haven't, make sure you get a chance to watch that video. It was fun to make and people got a laugh out of it. So yeah, so when you have some time, go ahead and watch that. And also, I'm almost at 100 views for my very first video. If you haven't watched that either, please go and support that video. And let's try to get to 100 views. We're almost there. So yeah. Alright, now, today,
2 hours later.
Alright, so the first vegan myth that we're going to be going over is vegans only eat salads, rabbit food, bird food. No, we don't. Do you know what rabbits eat? Do you know what their main diet consists of? Hay. Have you seen any vegans eat hay? Do you know what hay is? Hay. Like, when you go to the farm and there's hay. When you go into the barn house and there's hay. Like, where the horses be at. Hay. I don't eat that. Actually, I don't know anyone who eats that. Like, it's so versatile. It can be very refreshing. It's so colorful. It's so unique. It's very creative. Like, it's so many things. But a salad and bird food or rabbit food. Whatever you eating, we be eating too. You eat burgers? Oh, we eat burgers too. You eat pizza? I eat pizza too. Like, it's actually, yeah, it's not true. Alright, the second one we have is vegan foods are nasty. So, we're gonna play a game, okay? So I'm gonna need anyone who's watching, put your hands up. I'm gonna be playing too, but I'm playing as a preview. Put your finger down if you had Sour Patch Kids. Put your finger down if you had Jolly Ranchers. Lay's barbecue chips. If you had Doritos ranch flavored chips. If you had some instant noodles. Got 5 up right here. If you had Thomas New York style bagel. If you had some Xanarans. Yes, I'm talking about like Xanaran's rice. Some Uncle Ben's. Some Smucker's Uncrustables. If you had Kool-Aid drink mix. If you had Oreos. Wait, I think I'm out. But I'm gonna still keep going because I know there's some people who probably haven't had some of this stuff. If you had Cinnamon Squares cereal, had the Burger King French toast sticks, if you had the McDonald's apple pie, if you had the Olive Garden breadsticks, Jack in the Box curly fries, if you had Panda Express spring rolls, like the veggie spring rolls, put your finger down. I want to know, how many fingers do you have up left? The reason why I did that was because all of those are considered accidental vegan food items. Now, some of them is quite questionable. Sugar is actually known to be derived from animal products, but it just depends. Usually, that's why you see like organic sugar or something like that, or be like cane sugar, because the process is like from boiled pretty much animal ligaments and all that jazz. So, but yeah, but if you put your finger down, you had a vegan food item and you liked it, or you had it, or maybe you had it more than once. Either way, just to say, vegan food ain't nasty. Next. Alright, we're on to our third one. Vegan food is low in protein. This is definitely the biggest myth. I want to say the top one, but it's definitely the top 5 because it's so easy to actually get plant-based protein. So I have a chart I created, and I'm gonna actually have it down below in the description box, and I'll probably put a picture up too just so you can see it. So if you don't know, pretty much your daily intake depends on your sex, your age, and your weight.
So the chart won't show up clear, but it will be in the link below or in the description box. But it just shows different sources of plant-based protein. So you can get it from vegetables, you get it from different kind of grains, fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes. So if you're just eating a variety of them throughout the day, you can easily meet your daily intake.
You don't need more than what your body needs. So, but yeah, like I said, that obviously is not true. So, next. Alright, 4. Vegan food is expensive. This hurts my soul a little bit. Because yes, it can be. And the reason why it gets pricey, I feel like, is because people buy into trends. What I mean by that is like certain food products and stuff like that. So I'm gonna use Beyond the Meat for an example. Personally, the only Beyond the Meat food that I actually like is their hot sausage one. All the other ones I don't care for. It's almost like, I don't want to say like a treat, but it's like every now and then. Like, I'm not buying it like on a regular. And if I do buy on a regular, it's because I can afford it. But they can range from pretty much like $10 just for like 5 links. If you're buying like food items like that, it can be pricier. But if you're just buying like pantry items or vegetables, fruits, it shouldn't be that pricey. I usually recommend going to the farmer's market. Go to the farmer's market, shop in season. And what I mean like that is like buy food that's actually in season. Because if you notice, 1, buy it in season because 1, it usually tastes better, and 2, it's going to be less expensive than when it's out of season. And sometimes too, when you buy stuff out of season, it don't always taste good. If you're budgeting, hopefully you budget like whatever your income is, and like, you know, like, okay, this is going to bills, this is going to gas, this is going to this, that, like whatever it is that you put towards groceries, try to keep it within that budget. So when you're going shopping and whatever your list is, try to stick to that list.
So I end up starting to rabble on, but just stick to whatever it is that you put on your list to the best that you can, because if you start to add on other things that you weren't anticipating, it is going to increase the expenses. And also, try not to shop on an empty stomach, because if you're hungry, you're going to just get what you feel like you want to eat in that moment or what looks good in that moment. So just stick to the list as much as you can.
And then number 5, the last one, is being a vegan is hard. It have to be hard. I think why people feel like it's hard is usually because like not having support, or maybe not having like the resources, not like having the right knowledge or like research. I know for me, when I first started, it was more so the support. I had like the research and like the knowledge and stuff about that, but it was like the support, you know. At the time, like my family didn't really understand, or my friends didn't understand. Like the only ones who understood was like I was part of a group on campus, and that was like my support. But of course, like eventually now, like all my friends and family, like they support, and you know, they don't mind, they'll dib and dab into like the food. For me, that was hard. So like that's it, do your research and like have fun. Like don't be too hard on yourself. Like I used to, I kid you not, like if something turned out nasty, I would be so mad, and then I didn't want to, like I would stay out the kitchen. Like, I don't know, like it was discouraging. And after a while, I'm just like, well, like, look, this is something new, like you know, that's how you learn from like your mistakes. And yeah, I started getting creative. You don't have fun with it. And honestly, some of the simplest stuff be like the best. Just start out basic and then work your way up. Start slow. I usually recommend, like, if you are going to transition, like not cold turkey, like, oh, I'm gonna throw everything out or just stop. Like I'm not gonna, because I just feel like unless you know like you're ready for that, and you know you're not gonna go back to, you know, eating animal products or whatever you're deciding to eliminate from your diet. But I just feel like that's a way of setting yourself up to actually like not make those changes. Start slowly. Like for me, milk. Like I did little things, and then like I literally transitioned unknowingly that I was becoming a vegan until I actually like did my research and all that jazz. But I recommend just slowly, just start swapping stuff out. When you get comfortable, just do another thing. Like, okay, like eggs. All right, like what kind of lemonade with eggs? And then, just go from there until you be like, okay, like I'm ready. Honestly, I had some animal products before. They weren't volunteer. It wasn't something that I wanted. It was like accident. Like one time, like for the longest, I didn't even want to go to restaurants and stuff until I felt comfortable. Only because honestly, y'all, like some of the restaurants, they share the same equipment. Some of them literally told me that they can't separate the items. Like you can't just like clean it down and cook it, and then some of them will literally like, oh, you want like say fajitas or whatever. They'll sit there, they have somebody's like steak or whatever, and then cooking your vegetables with somebody's steak. Like that happened. I think I had like tacos or something like that, and there was meat in them. And trust me, it may have been a long time since I actually like ate meat or whatever, but I know what it tastes like and I know what it looks like. Like so, and there was meat in there. That doesn't mean like if you accidentally ate it or something like that, it's like you're no longer vegan. It's not even like that. Like it happens, and honestly, we're in a world that doesn't practice that. There's still people who doesn't understand, or they're still learning. And yeah, like I said, that's just not the world we live in, and that's okay. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up the 5 vegan myths that got debunked today. So let me know what you think. If you're one of the ones who had your fingers up, let me know how many fingers you had up. If you used all your fingers, let me know. Use them all below. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.